sounded like?
Yeah, that's what you sound like.
Yeah.
Mr. Dinkles?
Mr. Dinks.
Alright, David, introduce this like in the most like hardcore robot fighting way.
Yeah. Give us robot names too.
Pacific Rim! The movie about robots hitting monsters! I'm the original Jaeger, David Crennan. I'm here with Magmotron and the meaty massive Roman.
Oh! Meaty massive Roman.
That's so good.
And we're here to smash your faces in with specific whims. I lost it just at the end.
Specific whim.
Specific whim.
Was that a legitimate whim uprising 21?
I went so hard I came back all the way to the other side.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You were like a child, though.
You Benjamin Buttoned that.
You guys, let's watch this. Let's watch Finn get into a robot.
I can't believe it's John Boyega, yeah.
Oh, stoked. My God, that just hurt my head. That was so good. What do you call him, meaty?
The meaty massive Roman.
No.
Which would be the name of your Jaeger. Let's watch this shit.
I'm the worst yet. Just like loose meat, like getting hit, and like, why didn't we put metal on this fucking robot? Why did we make it out of meat?
You gotta innovate, man, to beat these monsters.
Ready?
That's what we learned from the first Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Something's wrong.
Pacific Rim. Well, monsters. Oh, damn.
Gotta love that. It's like Godzilla.
Yeah.
We were born into a world at war.
British Boyega.
Between the monsters that destroyed our cities
Don't come for
and the
Japan.
monsters we created,
Okay, let's go to Japan.
we thought we had sacrificed enough.
Ooh, that guitar.
But the war we thought we finished is just beginning.
What?
Oh, fuck.
I was into that.
In front of the apocalypse
Ooh.
is us. But it doesn't matter where you came from, who believed in you and who didn't.
Yes! The crazy scientist is that guy.
This is our time. This is our chance to make a difference. Now let's get it done. That's what I'm talking about.
They're going to space. They got laser whips. There's missile dodging.
They evolved and they wipe out all life.
Yep. Oh, it's a chainsaw.
Got Jaegers fighting Jaegers now.
Yeah, what's that about?
That's a cool shot.
Something you need to see.
They're regenerating! Oh, are they fusing together?
Well, he's pretty bad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep.
Fire everything you got!
Okay. Yeah. Well, they give those giant robots some laser weapons, guys.
I could watch you watch that all day, David.
Okay, no, pork.
On the thing you never saw.
Yeah.
And
Let's be honest.
we'll never see.
Oh.
Certain people only need robots like that doing like badass shit, and I'm kind of one of those people. I'm like, I just kind of need it. But then
Guys.
I think of like Transformers, and I'm like, oh, maybe I do need more.
something
You
else.
do. Well, the problem with the
Yeah.
Transformers movies, or at least the first one, which I'll admit was the only one I saw in theaters, was I was like, excited to see this. Giant robots smashing each other up. And you get about 3 minutes of giant robots smashing each other up in Transformers, and you get a lot of like forced comedy with Shia, you know, which I'm not into. Now, the first Pacific Rim, I was also kind of disappointed by. There was a lot of
that.
there's a lot of like
I liked it.
good stuff. I liked it too, but I don't know. I was looking. It looks like this movie is going to give me
More of what you wanted.
which is basically just giant robots smashing each other up. I'm kind of one of those guys.
But
Both of you
let's be
guys,
honest, like, it looks kind of badass.
Yes, it
that
does.
fucking shot where it goes to all of them as one shot, and they all have like their weapon, and that fucking huge monster. You're kind of like, Yeah, I want to fucking see
That's gonna get me
Yeah.
every day of the week. I don't care. I'll be
I
89. I'll be 89 years old, and some movie will come out with giant robots, and I'll be like,
giant robots at that
oh
point.
yeah, I'll be a giant robot.
David will be
and
watching it in his giant robot.
fighting those monsters.
It just looks like there's like maybe like a harsher energy. Like not hard. I don't even know. You mean like a more like wild like?
It's
kind of
not.
like
It's
energy
not
to it.
Guillermo del Toro. He directed the first one. It's
Yeah.
someone else. So
Yeah, I don't know who directed it, and that would probably like kind of like
It's someone I'd never heard of.
sway how I feel about it, but
It's somebody who actually hasn't done. I think he's coming from TV, if I remember.
oh really?
Yeah, but some of the stuff I see in here, I'm into. The first thing and my favorite bit in this trailer is when the 4 missiles shoot out. They're like, and then they get in real close, and then the missiles start linking up and be like. That was great. That was exactly
that
how I
excited
needed
about
it.
anything.
Well, you just have to be a boy for some of this idiotic
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Yeah,
Wait.
Charlie Day is it.
Yeah.
This where she starts shooting and she's going all crazy.
Anybody slow-mo dodging a missile?
Where does she do it? She does it, right? And she's like, ah!
I'll watch it again though.
I know, I'm like, I'll watch this
You know
again.
what this reminds me of?
I think I could get used to this.
That. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that song.
Their suits
like
are
a-
different. Now, I don't know if I'm in love with like the Mega Man suits they got on. That looks a little too
To
Yeah.
Mega Man?
sci-fi for me. Which I get, that's what they're going for. This is like,
I like
a
it
little
fine.
further in the future. Here's the only thing that I need from this movie to really make it
What do you
work
need?
is, so it's going to be all CG spectacular, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so easy.
Well,
and
maybe they could build the huge giant building size
and
to
clone some
robot.
monsters. It's unavoidable in something like this, but with
Yeah.
CG, it's so easy to make it not feel real, make it feel too weightless, you know, and get you out of that. Like if I'm in that realism, if I'm feeling the bone crunching like slams of these robots, then I am like losing my mind.
Have you ever seen a like mainly CG spectacle and felt the like weight of like the realness of it?
For sure, but
Like,
When though?
Yeah, when,
because
David.
when David, because
Sure.
I'm feeling that way, and I felt that with the first one where I felt very disconnected from it because of that.
It's
like
easy to
none
think
of
of-
this is in front
I
of
think
me.
the first one did an okay job. I think it's easy to think of the examples where it doesn't work, and when it does work, you're so invested in it, and you're not making that judgment on it.
I'll say like while I didn't like this film and everyone did,
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
yeah, Jungle Book.
Yeah.
The visuals, I'm there. The
You were
action was
nerding out.
great, and
Yeah.
like the CG was incredible.
Huh.
And
Every 2 seconds he was like, "That's not there, Paige. Right there. That's not there."
I know, and I didn't even like the movie.
He's
Like,
like,
this kid's so annoying.
"What?"
And the kid is the only real part about that film, and that's the thing I disliked the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we obviously like have the ability to do that, but there is something that kind of whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just hard to direct something that's not real and make it feel. We're getting better at it, but it's just like a whole new thing to try and do. To like, because you're like, okay, giant robot's gonna hit somebody with a big hammer. Let's make this feel real. You know, it's like
Yeah.
how
I mean, you need to care about the character to even for
Exactly,
it to
you gotta
matter at
invest
all.
in that.
right, and we got to see that as well.
So it looks like you guys do need more than just robots
You
bumping
really do.
into each other.
You really do.
You
It's
need
not that simple.
substance.
Well, it's interesting too because
Substance.
you know we grew up in a time when practical effects were the thing. You know what I mean? And even though not saying that there weren't obviously bad films made back then, but you had to use a lot of like practical effects. You know what I mean? Back in the day, and I just wonder if that's why people are calling on the Star Wars like more practical effects in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Because there is that realness that you just can't get yet.
It's like a little bit of nostalgia.
There was more practical effects in the prequels. In the prequel, remember practical effects? I remember. Sorry. There were more practical effects in the Star Wars prequels than there were in New Hope and the new ones. They were more CG heavy,
But
is what I heard.
yeah, but at the same time,
It's all in how you execute, you know?
you didn't see like there were entire rooms and cities like in the prequels that were CG, whereas like, that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
that's a good point.
It's a very good point. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
We're talking about.
we got to start.
I bet everybody kept watching when we started talking about CGI, right?
Wow.
I don't know, maybe.
For anybody that's stuck around,
Do you guys want to watch this?
Yeah.
I do. I want to go. I want to be in the theater right now in a huge fucking theater eating
I actually
popcorn.
agree. That sounds great.
Yeah,
I want to
watching
be
this.
in the cockpit of one of these robots punching monsters.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be right now, and this is going to be the second best thing.
That's it. Thank you for
I want to
naming
be punching
us.
child predators in one of those cute robots.
I don't know
Just
why I
like
laughed
a
at that.
human-sized one.
Why did I laugh
Where
at
you're
that?
just- I don't know,
Yeah.
is he standing on top of a building, or is he on
Okay,
like a
alright.
mountain?
Let's
guys.
go.
Bye. He's like,
God.
he's-